Welcome back, everybody. So today I want to discuss a product from a company called Fre-fast. This is a Ferro Rod, or short for ferrocerium rod. I'm going to be talking about the Trekker version. They also have a camper lanyard version, so it goes around your neck. And then they also have a version that I don't have with me, unfortunately. That is the mother that birthed them both, the Inferno fire starter. So when you buy your Trekker or your camper or your Inferno, whichever version you get, it's going to come inside of a bag. And this bag is obviously waterproofed. Okay, you got the fire starter, you've got the paracord, and you got the striker. And you get a little card with some details about the company and where you can find a little more information about them. I have mine wrapped up. So a little bit of information about this bad boy, which is quite impressive, and not until you guys get your hands on one are you going to believe it. Like, frankly, I was skeptical. You know, I've bought and used a lot of ferro rods, all claiming the same as this company. I was taken back by the quality and by the customer service. You guys just need to get a hold of one. Not only are they not expensive, but they're going to last you a lifetime, and you guys will throw away every single one you own when you get a hold of this bad boy. Let me explain why. First thing I want to point out, which I think is the most important, is each and every single one of these are handmade. To me, that's impressive. When you guys get a hold of these, because this video doesn't give it justice, the quality and the workmanship on this is impressive. Fre-fast uses 4 components to their ferro rods. First, we'll talk about the striker. The striker is made of hardened steel, so it's not a hacksaw blade cut off, sent with the ferro rod like most companies do. Their striker is made from hardened blue steel, which is sharpened, but not sharp enough to cut your skin. It is sharp enough to get material off your handle, Pure Magnesium, and to shoot that spark. And they also use a true military 550 paracord 7-strand to connect the striker to their ferro rod. Next, we'll talk about the ferro rod, the ferrocerium rod, and this is your source of spark. They use European ferrocerium rods from Austria, and it's from a company that has made them from 1903. That's impressive. Again, you can go to their website and you can confirm all this stuff. Next, we'll talk about the magnesium. Their magnesium is 95% pure magnesium. So not only is it going to make it easier to scrape material off, it's softer. A lot of the other companies have a mixture of metals, and they're not 95% pure, which is why you don't get that combustion that you would get from a Fre-fast. Another thing is, if you ever need tinder, you don't have tinder around, their handle, they made an extra thick handle, and they use an African type wood that naturally doesn't absorb water. They even demonstrate this on their website. They soak this bad boy in water for up to 3 days, I think it was, and then, you know, scrape off the outer layer, and the underneath is completely dry. Another reason why they used African hardwood is this hardwood is not only, you know, naturally water repellent, a lot of resins in it, so it makes it highly flammable. So when you combine your wood handle with your magnesium, it's just inevitable. When you shoot that spark, you're going to get a fire. And their camper version is meant for, you know, backpacking, kayaking, camping, you know. To me, they're all meant for that. This is just beefier, heavier, thicker, and if you're worried about weight, this is the one you want to go with. So the first thing you guys want to do when you get your ferro rod from Fre-fast, make sure before you start any fire that you've got a safe place and debris is cleared from around the spot you're starting your fire at.
from pencil thickness to thumb thickness, set aside, so when you get your fire going and you get that flame, you can immediately add and get your fire built up. For this demonstration, we're going to assume we have no dry tinder, everything's wet, and we're just going to need to use what we have here. Take your Ferro Rod, grasp it firmly in your hand, take your scraper, and make sure you're scraping in this direction. Scrape down. Don't have your scraper angled this way, have it angled this way. And go ahead and get yourself some material. And when you think you've got enough dry tinder from the handle, go ahead and turn it around. You're going to repeat the process with your magnesium. Remembering to scrape in this direction. As you scrape, frequently turn so you can have an even ferro rod. And after you get a healthy amount of that, you're going to give it the spark. And then you would add your tinder on top. Here I'm using completely the wrong type of tinder. These chunks are going to be used after you get a sustainable flame. But again, from pencil thickness to thumb thickness, set aside, repeat that process, add to that, and you got yourself a fire. So there's my demonstration of the Trekker from Fre-fast. Would I highly recommend getting one of these? Yeah, I'd highly recommend you getting a couple of these. Just outstanding, reliable, combustible. It's just amazing. Excuse me. As I was saying, I would head over to Fre-fast.com. I'm going to leave a link into the description below this video. Also a link to Amazon. Head on over and grab a couple of these guys. I'm telling you, these are just amazing to have. I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I got a lot more content coming. I appreciate it. Peace.